Good evening, and welcome to. That was nearly a very good drift done. Good evening, and welcome to race 3 of season 6, I believe it is. And we're here today at Monza. And yep, again, I have good old Mr. Crime with me. Hello, Crime.
Oh, hello, hello.
Good
It's
evening,
good to be back.
and welcome to.
Be back at Old
nearly
Monza.
It's Monza's normally very tasty, so we'll have to see. Apologies if I'm. Sorry, give me just a second. I'm having technical issues already.
Very nice.
I'm gonna disable
Please let us
preview.
know if the volumes needs to be adjusted.
Yeah, I have.
It would be a good feedback to us.
I might have been playing Warzone all day, so apologies for that.
And you're still not good at it. What a shame.
I reckon noobs. So we've got 34 minutes of practice. I'm guessing let's just do housekeeping very quickly, shall we, Crime?
Yeah.
So I'd like to remind everyone that season 6 is partnered, I assume. I don't know if it's sponsored / partnered by pineapplegrips.co.uk or .com. I'm not sure which one. Google it. And the pro winners will be receiving a customized steering wheel cover with the RP logo and their name. And bronze and GT4 will be receiving something. Stickers. That was
Nothing.
it. Stickers.
Oh, stickers.
Stickers.
Oh.
I completely forgot then. Stickers. Yeah, so we've done that bit of housekeeping and we'll do the next bit. We've got our leaderboards here currently. So I'm gonna bish bash bosh. And that is currently the pro. I think I'm doing pro, aren't I? Yeah. So first place we've got Tom Jack with 26 points. Followed by Linham with Mo in third. Mertens, Azalea. I'm going to butcher names, I apologise. Ballin. Followed by Battenberg, Taylor. Sorry, Mr. President. Barach. I can never get it right. Pierre Moreno, Stockman, Shope, Gottlieb, Beeg, Ian Arnold, Muller, and Kyle Cook has done a Kyle Cook thing. Hasn't turned up yet. Maudsley and Schrott. And then we have in Amcrime.
We have Sebastian Fidlak taking up, I believe, two wins in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Then we have James Andrews, Langevin, Zerlin, Mr. Galbraith. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing these names kind of correctly. Sorry if I'm not. Mr. Connor Barnes, Daniel Scott, Ellie Schwartz. In P9 we have Fox. In P10 we have Parnell. Then we continue with my favorite driver of DM class, Toby Long. Actually, hopefully he can pick up more points during this race. Then we have in P12 Oudeyans. Sorry if I pronounced it very wrongly. Mr. Van Igolov in P13. Games, Kenny, and Aaron Fieldluck finishing the last three position with P14, P15, and P16.
And this times out quite nicely. Hold up 1 second. We're now just starting GT4 qualifying, but I'll quickly run over them as they do their outlap. In first place, we have Bingus and Bongus, Peter Hurtle, of Joel in P3, followed by Usheisen, also known as Cookie, Trobom, Bonning, Anxman, and good old Deep Cuts in 8th place. That almost worked out perfectly there, look. So I'll close that, get that back up. Apologies if it lags for a second. I'm tabbing and trying to get through all my windows.
We're professional streamers here. And commentators, obviously, so...
Everyone knows that. There is a button I need to do, isn't it? Why am I in this menu? Uh-oh. Ignore everything. There we go. Now, was it 5? Was it 2? No, that one. There we go. Oh, I'm too good at this.
You're having your normal technical difficulties.
Ah, my whole life's a technical difficulty, to be honest with you. Any volume issues at all from anyone?
I don't think so. People are saying the sound is fine, so
Oh, ideal. Ideal.
that is perfect for us.
I do believe 406 got out first, which is Joel. Oh, that's a aggressive tyre warming strategy there.
Indeed.
We'll watch him start his lap, and then we'll have a little. Actually, I was very quick to jump off of people last time I streamed. So we'll do we'll do the first few corners with Mr. Joel, who is hoping to be able to attack the top 2, I believe. I think he's 3rd, isn't he? I should know. I just told everyone, but
Approaches the most known corner in the sim racing community, turn 1.
Never any collisions here at all ever.
No, I think today will be one of the cleanest races that we are going to see on Monza.
I mean, the last time we did RP, compared to public lobbies, which I know isn't much of an achievement, but it was quite clear. Everyone made it around turn 1. It was turn 3 and 4 we had difficulties. But no, it's that was a good year and a half ago now, I think.
We must have some kind of progress. So the next one should be after the like on the first Lesmo or the second Lesmo. So there is not a lot of corners on Monza, so hopefully it's kind of easy for them except turn 1.
Quickly go over to Bonning for a second. Watch him do a couple of corners. Oh, if I remember rightly, BMW is quite strong here, being Mr. Top Speed Man. So if you can get the car a bit stable under braking, there's a chance of high positions on both of these. Obviously, the Chadarati by Bingus Bongus, that can win anywhere, especially in his hands.
I was just about to say that it's not only the car, it's also the driver.
Oh, for sure. We'll have a little look at Bingus Bongus. Sorry, not the Chadarati, the Cheddarati. As we can see from one of them. Hold up. One of them. No, that's too far. That's all I got, Chief. I think he is on a lap. We'll quickly watch for lap. First lap's come in, 59.7. From Joel. Oh. Bingus McBongus just beats him 600ths. Now, I believe the Beamers... Oh, there we go. There we are. One of them's just topped in. This is close so far. Hold up. Let me see if I can just quickly change that. Uh-oh. What have I done? I want the actual times. It's not going to do just the actual times. So I will have to...
Meanwhile, while Gonz is fixing his technical difficulties, Cookie is putting out the best lap time, which is a 58.490, which is very nice lap from him.
In the Chevy?
Actually. Yeah.
V8 power, baby! As Cookie would go. I'm curious to see how it is in the corners. I'm not even taking the mic. It must be... To get that lap time, it must be ridiculously rapid. And that thing's known for not turning, being American, so we'll have to...
Well, technically, you don't need to be turning that much on Monza, so...
It's not exactly the most complicated track, is it? So the only driver
yet... corners.
Only driver yet to set a time is Hurtle, so I'm assuming he had a off-track or an incident on his first lap. So currently, we have Cookie on a 58.490, Anxman on a 58.745, Deep Cuts 59.087, Bongus 59.510, Joel on a 58.860, Bonning has gone into the pit after his last lap of a
Second set.
59.666.
Bongus puts in a 58.0. As well goes P1.
What a Chad? Ched.
Provisional.
Sorry, not a Chad, you're a Ched.
So it's confirmed. Cookie is kinda washed, as I like to say to him. Hopefully when he rewatches the stream, he appreciates me calling him washed.
Anxman's coming around to set a lap. That improves him slightly. Got deep cuts. Also about to hit the line, but he is invalidated on Parabolica. That was green a couple of seconds ago.
Yes.
And now we wait for him to go around again. I think Bonning might just be starting a lap. Starting an out lap, sorry. Bongus is off. He's parked it. He's returning to pits. Burning through them tyres, I assume, in that car.
Meanwhile, Harto puts it P2.
I didn't even see that. I apologise.
Yeah, just
we'll
few
go back.
hundreds.
We'll go back and see you cross the line.
Few hundreds from Bongus. And he's currently a 10th up on his personal best, so he may...
That's a KTM. I
Yes,
thought KTM's going to be
it is
slow in a straight line.
No. No such thing as being
There we
slow.
go. That's across the line for P2. Now we do have, I believe, Joel, but this is still a replay, isn't it? Yeah, we're going to have another 5 seconds. Hello? There we go. Broken. This will be the next car to cross the line. Apparently it's still valid, but he has lost a lot of time going through Parabolica there. Almost looked like the front got a bit squirrely there in the Porsche. And he has ditched that lap. We've got a little row of cars here.
Deep, I can see he's 5 tenths up on his personal best, so that if he completes that lap, as I said, that he drops 2 tenths, so I'm sorry for the jinx.
Oh, I heard a big old tyre screech behind. I think that was Anxman. Cookie's pitting. Here comes Anxman.
He's a 10th up, so he should improve a little bit.
Who's that getting a slipstream? That's Shoblong getting a slipstream, but he's loving that. This deep cuts into P5.
Nice lap from Deep as well.
Assuming that was Shoblong's out.
Kurtov should go clear P1 by 4 tenths. Very nice lap from him, actually.
So we've got
Let's see what Bongus can do.
Oh, Shoblong's had a bin. He's missed turn 1 and that lap will be invalidated. So we're just
unfortunately for him.
Got all the drivers now just going around on either an out lap or an invalidated lap, I believe. Oh, deep cut looks like he's going around again actually. He's up. Ish. We're going to watch deep cuts. Look at this. That's a picture, isn't it?
It's a nice car. And it's a Mercedes, so it helps.
I've just realised the livery. I don't think I saw that last time. That's really cool. I love a space theme. I've got my desktop actually as a space theme. We have actually got drivers on laps, but the only one currently up, who's only just started though, but he's lost it all in turn 1. Look, it's just slipping away all the way down past Curva Grande. Watching your Delta drop and drop and drop is so disheartening. What does he do now? Is he going to absolutely send it?
I think he should, because he's 4 tenths down. But
he's chomping the curbs. We've got deep cuts who is currently up as well. We're going to switch to deep cuts. He's about to cross the line. Nearly 4 tenths up. And he goes P3 provisionally. Hertel was just crossed the line, but had lost time in that lap.
No, I think he was just on an outlet.
That would explain why he'd lost time. So deep cuts is still up. He's going and going and going. We've got Shoblong trying to improve going into turn 1. Ran it quite conservatively, I think, after the mistake last lap. A lot of drivers are on green. This track is really starting to pick up now and evolve.
Just 3 minutes left of qualifying, so they don't have much time actually.
That's it. I think if anyone in the pits, there's no GT4s in the pits. They are all currently out on track. The current bottom 3 drivers are all up. Deep Cuts is really looking to get in. He might have, at this pace, he might be on. Okay, oh, sorry, I jinxed it. Sorry, Deep. East
The
Tyson isn't
commentary
happy.
jinx is real.
East Tyson's up. He's looking to qualify third.
But Bongos managed to pick up a little bit of pace, as they say that he completely loses it. So I think we should stop. We
Yeah,
should stop saying that
yeah,
they gain time because they start to
yeah.
lose time. So maybe we should try the opposite.
I'll put a YouTube video on for everyone. Hold on, give me a second. I'm not going to mention anything. I'm just going to watch. That camera's a bit funky, I think. We're gonna watch. We're gonna mention no names, no times, no deltas. We're just gonna watch. And Deep Cuts, that is it for him. He has yellow flagged and abandoned. No more laps for Deep. Or actually, if he was to, it would be very.
Oh, as well,
He wouldn't get
Herto
out.
is in the pit. So let's see what Bongas can do in his
Double on does
last.
improve. We're going to go on board with Muscle, but he's currently 4/10 down. He will have time for one more lap. We're going to quickly... I think we're going to stay. We're going to go to Helicam, and we're going to go around Monza with Muscle. At this Parabolica to start, what will be his last lap, his last chance to take pole today. Taking the widest line possible, the longest run, the highest top speed. Seventh and eighth are currently improving.
I don't think it will be enough for them to gain any positions, unfortunately. So the battle, it's really between Bongos and Herto. Can Bongos actually get
I imagine
the pole position?
The Alpine is actually a nightmare around here because it's so slow in a straight line. I bet he's redlining down half of these straights, and he doesn't get any advantage in the corners because there's no fast corners. You're just constantly bleeding time. But saying that, he's putting some time in right now. We're gonna actually quickly. Where's my mouse? We're gonna quickly switch over. Bonning is off and invalidated. That is Bonning's qualifying over. Joel's qualifying is over as well. That is an improvement for Shoblog with the Alpine. And we're going to go back to... Why does my mouse keep doing this? Back to Muscle.
It doesn't look great for Muscle. He needs to find 310 somehow.
Currently got 2 drivers on a lap. GT3s have been released as well, as you can see on the track map. They are all hunting down car 95. Just a reminder, GT3s cannot get in the way of a GT4's lap. They have to wait. They cannot overpressure them. They can do nothing if there are severe penalties for interfering with a GT4 that is on a current lap. And here we go.
And here comes Bongos, and he unfortunately doesn't improve, which means Herto gets pole position for the GT4.
He does, because Anxman is on a red lap. So Anxman, don't... What was that about? Sorry, I just got attacked. Attack me, cat. Anxman is on an invalid lap. So that is it for GT4. We are going to quickly switch to Aaron Fiedlak, hoping for his first finish of the season. I know he's had an equipment failure, hasn't he, the last 2 races?
Yeah, unfortunately for him.
And Formula
It
Pals as
was-
well. If it isn't equipment, it's connection. So,
Yeah. Hopefully he can pick up some points.
oh, that's a gaggle. We've got
Who
an
is
Aston
that?
going slow. Aston going slow. Pardell, maybe? There's a couple of Astons. Look at that for a picture. So everyone's doing the F1 slowdown technique, trying to build a bit of a gap. Again, same rules applied for GT3s. You can't pester other GT3s on a hot lap. If you're both on a hot lap, you should have left a longer gap. We have got Eli Schwartz. Okay, sorry, I need to go on here and do this. And tab back out. There we go.
Is someone going to do a Gonz special and don't qualify?
I believe there has been warnings given for Gonz specials.
As far as I can see, Gottlieb is still in the pit, so he may be doing a Gonz special, which let's see how
I believe that
will
is
go.
not out of choice. I think he might have accumulated enough points to be forced to start in the pits this race. So
Oh yeah.
he can't leave the pits during qualifying, and he can't click drive when the race starts. He has to start in the pits, and that is due to penalty points received during the first 2 races.
He was a naughty boy in the first 2 races, unfortunately, so...
I do believe this will be our first... Look at that, there's a gaggle coming down this back straight into Parabolica now. Eli Schwartz leading them through. We're going to get 5 or 6 times in a matter of seconds here. Well, one thing I do know, and I can guarantee this, Eli Schwartz will be provisional pole for at least 5 seconds. Provisional pole 151.089. Oh, never mind. There we go. Oh, I'm gonna wait for him to come in before I start calling him out, because there's gonna be
I
a
think
few
it's
of them.
Schrodt with the Mercedes, who is currently provisional pole with 49.0.
There he is. We're gonna quickly switch over to Robin Moe. I just want to give a point out for him. He did a 4-hour race with us yesterday for the RP Endurance series. Sorry, RP Endurance. He then went and started a 24-hour race with his team, and he's running on about 4 hours sleep in the last day and a half, and done about 16, 17 hours of racing. So
In plenty of time to sleep, so
we'll have to see
he
how
should be winning this race.
alert he is today.
And meanwhile, while we are talking about Robin, Sebastian Fiedler puts it provisional pole, which is a very nice lap.
He's meant to be an AM driver, you know.
Yeah. That's a very nice lap from him,
That's
actually.
a banging lap. I do expect them to drop. Actually, they might not drop too much further. The track is very hot. We've got ambient air temperature of 28 and a track temperature of 37 degrees Celsius. Oh, we've got a spinner. Blockman has gone round. It's his lap invalidated. Van Gool has also invalidated his lap. We've got a yellow for Eli Schwartz. Apparently still has a valid lap, so I don't know how that works out. Just looking at the gaps. Oh, look at this, a race of the line. 2 Mercedes. Oh. Drop.
Schrodt improves his lap time and goes provisional point with provisional pole with 48.135. That's a nice lap, actually.
We've got Linham, we've got Fiedlak and Jacob Elise all coming around the final corner. P3 for Linham. P4 for Jacob Elise. And I'm guessing the other driver didn't improve. Toby Long in the Sportify Aston Martin. Just heading around Parabolica. Looking like he might gain a couple of positions here. His Delta's still improving. And he doesn't. That said it was valid for me, so I don't know why that didn't count. We have Zerlin. I don't recognise this driver. Maybe a new driver to the series, trying to improve from 16th, and he goes 12th. Original 12th.
That's a nice lap as well.
We go on with James Andrews, who wins GT Racing. Aston Martin. Bit tricky around Ascari v Aston. Because to be quick, you have to set it up to be very nose jumpy. And Ascari and nose jumpy cars make for lots of incidents. He's coming up to Parabolica. Trying to improve on his lap. He's currently on a 150.8 is his best time.
He's 3/10 up coming out of 4/10 up coming out of Parabolica, so
Flying. Knocking up a couple of positions.
unfortunately for him, yeah, very nice. Unfortunately for him, he lost like 2/10 or 10th in Ascari, so
And if he luck to settle up. Gains one position and then loses it again. And loses another one.
unfortunately for him.
We believe this is the next valid lap to be set. Go around Parabolica with Van Gool just behind him. And that wasn't an improvement, apparently.
We have Zerlin, who is finishing his lap and he's 2/10 up as well. So we should see him. Oh yeah, he improved.
Couple of positions gained. They've got a lot of drivers on outlaps. We're going to go over to James Andrews again with Eli Schwartz, I believe, just behind him. Judging where you are on track, if you've got enough fuel, you can have another 2 or 3 laps. This might be a return to garage and go out quickly and try and get another couple of laps then. We'll have to see what the drivers do. Jacob Elijah has returned to the pits. Andrews has lost a little bit of time there. He's still up to improve by about a 10th. I'm afraid it doesn't gain him a position. We're going to go... Oh, I've just missed a time. We're going to go over to Aaron Fiedelack, who I believe is also about to cross the line. He's looking to improve, and I'm afraid he doesn't either.
It was 2/10 down actually, so it wasn't great for him.
Having a quick look on the Delta. Going to head over to the Pineapple Grips. Aston Martin. Peter Parnell, car 17.
4/10 up. He's looking great. He'll probably gain a couple of positions as well. And also he's having a quite good battle with Mr. Fiedelack, Aaron Fiedelack as well. Who's going to gain that position?
You know, better give him a bit of airtime, you know, as he's giving out prizes. So if you're looking for any accessories for your wheels, any covers, any stickers, I believe they do modded grips as well, like for side grips for your wheels. Head over to their website. I believe is pineapplegrips.co.uk or .com, one of them. I believe he did improve, didn't he? Yeah, 150.3. Not too sure if he gained any positions. We're going to go over to Eli Schwartz, who is currently about to cross the line.
Also, feel like he's almost a second up on his personal best, and he's about to finish his lap, so he
Oh, look at
should
this.
gain a few positions.
Jumps up to
Yeah,
P13.
that's a nice lap from him, actually.
We're going to head over to Lynham, who I believe is second, first in the championship. He's definitely in the top 3. I know that. He's had a good couple of first races for since joining RP. Look at the gap. 48.1. That is illegal. For Schrott. That is an illegal lap time.
Yeah, I think he managed to secure that lap quite early in the qualifying session, so and seems that no one has an answer for that lap time actually. And he's even 3 tenths up on his personal best, so if he finishes that, it will be into the high 47.
That's disgusting. Oh, Torn's had an issue. Langeveen's trying to get past. That's fair play from Torn now. I think he realised he made a mistake and he was down on his time. We've got Kenny in the pits. He's decided to not set another lap. He won't have time now. We're going to go on to Robin Moe. We haven't seen much of Robin. Going through
He's
the
3
lap.
tenths up, so he's fighting for that P2, I believe.
Definitely should put in P2. Let's have a look. There we go.
Yep. But not by much
Not by
from
much at
Mr.
all.
President.
I think Fox may be our next shot of the line. Fox and Fiedelack, sorry. They're very close to each other. A lot of drivers are currently up on their times. I think that was that Fiedelack in front. Like there's so many so close to each other, as you can probably tell by the map. It's going to be interesting.
Puts in a 48.0.
Oh,
That's a
huge
nice
lap. We've got. Uh oh, I missed it. Sorry. I keep forgetting these are GT3s and not GT4s. If I leave it too long. We're watching Lynham come around again.
He's 9 tenths down, so he won't improve.
Apologies for that. I didn't realise. I wasn't trying to make you look bad. Oh, James Andrews has just gone across with a better time. He's still 16.
Actually, we have missed it. Fiddler puts it in P3. He's an AM driver, so that's a
banger of a lap. I do believe he's quite new to ACC, and I understand he's a good racer. So this just might be improvement over a season, you know.
Yeah.
So I believe Schrott must have had an incident on his last lap. Or did he improve? Oh, he did improve last lap, but not as much as he expected.
He did improve.
We're going to go over to...
But he didn't manage to get into the 47s.
Currently down. We have got... Just looking for drivers, but are still on a valid lap and up. We're going on Robin Moe.
Robin, he's just 2 tenths up on his personal best.
Not going to be enough for pole, but it's a bit more cementing his position. Looking at everyone else behind him up to P7 is in the pits, so this is going to be... Unless someone pulls out an absolute banger, this is going to be P2 guaranteed.
That's a nice lap from Robin, actually. So
Baker is slightly down.
Unfortunately, he won't improve. Daniel Scott, he's 3 tenths up.
But Lynham looking to be about the same lap time. Oh, pretty much the same lap time, 2 laps in a row. We are gonna go over to Daniel Scott. We've got Langevin as well. We might swap over to him. He's currently improving. We are going to go over to Langevin.
Also 2.5 tenths up as well.
Jacob Alasia is currently 5 tenths up. We've got Fail Games is currently 6 tenths up. This is a race for the line. Fail Games is here. He's going to set a banger. Oh, I didn't like that cone anyway. It's fine. Improves to 19th. Langevin improves as well. We have Daniel Scott. He's lost quite a lot of time in the last sector, but he still improves into P10.
You managed to get Toby Long and get the P2.
And I do believe Jaco is going to be the last car.
You should get quite a few positions actually as well.
I believe that
Hopefully
is
he
it.
can.
This is it.
Yep.
This is last chance saloon. He's lost a lot of time somewhere. The time is draining away. He's lost 3 tenths since I last mentioned it.
We are losing power, Jacob. More power.
He's trying to drag that Lambo around as quickly as possible.
He lost quite a bit of time actually,
Good run out of
but
Parabolica.
he should still get one more position, and he does.
Up to P6. So I'm going to do quickly. The top 3 is Schrott with a 40 something. Hold up, I need to go on to this.
48.0 and something. We're not sure.
I'm going to switch I believe we want overall, don't we? There we go. Might have to remind me to switch between the classes at some point. So P1 for Schrott, P2 for Robin Moe, P3 for Fiedlak. He'll go down.
Quite good looking to get another win this season for the AM drivers, actually.
At this rate, he might win the whole bloody race. Incredible bit of qualifying. We've got Hurtle.
You must like Monza.
He must. Hurtle did keep the GT4 pole, obviously. Got Bingus McBongus in second place, and Deep Cuts in third.
Okay.
I could have done this actually, couldn't? Oh no, that didn't work either. Oh, I've broken it. There we go. What have I done? That one.
Are you touching something that you shouldn't touch?
I'm just pressing random buttons at this point, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is it the overall?
Make sure to not press end stream button because it will not be good.
Oh, I think that's got it. We are just waiting for the drivers to finish any setup changes. The temperature has dropped considerably, actually, hasn't it, Crime? We've gone down 5 degrees, about 5 degrees track and over 10 degrees. Sorry, 5 degrees there and over 10 degrees track.
And I think it's mainly because we're quite like we skipped a bit of time, so it's like around 8 p.m.
Yeah, we could be going into a dusk, into a night race at this point.
And that will be a good Monza race if it's on if it's night. What could happen?
What could possibly go wrong? So we're going to have about 2.5, 3 minute outlap here. People will be trying to warm their brakes, warm their tyres up, bit of brake dragging, get your pressures up.
I think they should make it a standing start as well. Have that option, especially at Monza.
Oh yeah, just let everyone go at once. What could possibly go wrong? So I'm just going to check something quickly. Yeah, I do believe this is Schrott's first race. Oh no, yeah, he's been signed up, but he has no points. So it's either his first race or he hasn't finished. It's not a name I recognise, to be honest. So it's might be going for a maiden win here. A long race.
Finally, we find someone who is here to destroy Robin Moe.
He needs a challenge. He does need a challenge. He normally has insane pace. Robin Moe is obviously a bit not on peak performance today, but We all know what he's like in that Honda. He'll be looking to put his nose in wherever possible. Like I said, quite a long outlap here. It's the track in itself isn't actually short. It's quite a long track considering it's very high speed. You think you've got like Barcelona at like a 130, you know what I mean, 130s, 140s, sorry even. And that's a load of corners in that, where this is all really fast, heavy braking zones, I guess, isn't it? So.
Yeah. Oh, it's not quite like the F1 cars, for example, that go super fast around here.
Got Robin Moe. He'll be sniffing the back of this Mercedes. I am actually tempted to start the race in this camera, you know. So we're going to switch back for a little bit. I think that'll give a good run of the cars behind. And we'll be able to see incoming torpedoes if they happen.
Coming up to the back straight. Almost ready to experience the battle royale that is going to happen in turn 1. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Maybe everyone will behave good and will not see any heroes into turn 1, so...
So it does look like the time is on 2x as well, so this race in game time will be finishing about 10 minutes past 10 at night, so it will be dark by the time we finish. We've got all the drivers with their lights on. I assume that is mandatory. They are all stacking up, trying to get in their box, do not want to get a penalty. We do have one car in the pit serving a penalty as well. He will be probably safest place on the start, to be honest.
I think so.
But
He must have calculated.
We're going to watch the start from this angle. Trot's just in position, holding your box. Don't go outside it, you will get a drive-through and we will not be removing it. Crawling towards the line.
Let's
Waiting
see
to get the power down.
Start.
Any second now, and they're green. We are going to go over to...
Oh, I think Robin got a better start.
Hell of a start.
Is he gonna go around the outside and then into inside, into turn 1?
Oh, slight minor contact as they go 3 wide for round 2. We've got a car going around the outside of everyone in the background. Robin Moe's had to settle for going into second. But it seems to be Gottlieb has been released. And the strategy hasn't worked out for him, I'm afraid, because oh no, what is going on? Ah, help! Help!
We have kind of a crash between Sebastian Fiedler.
Oh,
he drops quite a few positions.
That's a bit of a cheeky cut. We're going to watch this. Oh, he was punted by one of the cars. Didn't make it across. Oh, Hurtle just said, no, I will not take that second part of that chicane. Thank you very much. And Robin Moe has taken the lead while doing all of that. We've got that VTEC power and a couple of cars are really dropping down the order. Linham has dropped way down the order. What has happened there?
We need to know.
Oh, okay, well, apologies. We're going to have to watch the rest of this. It's obviously the same incident, and it took him a long time to fall down the order. I believe this is still a replay. As we've got Stockman chasing down Jacob Alasia in the Lamborghini.
Oh,
Goes around the outside.
Oh,
He's had to take a run off though. You want to give
I
that
think he
position?
has to give
Yeah.
that position back.
The stewards wouldn't be happy if he didn't. But now he's
Oh,
got.
he may lose another position as well.
He has.
Is he going to send it? No, he backs out of it.
Sebastian Fiedler started in P3. He's trying to regain his through the field. He has a dive on fail games. Makes
He
it
has
stick.
a lot of work to do, actually.
So that was. Oh. Uh-oh. That
Oh,
was.
we saw something.
That was Kenny, and that isn't a matter of who killed Kenny, because I think Kenny killed himself.
Hopefully he doesn't collect one of the GT4s.
So Deep Cuts is in the lead. So what the hell happened to Bonkers is down in 5th or 6th. What has happened there? There's so much going on. We can't watch all the battles so far. We've got Langevin looking for a move here on Fox and Zerlin, I believe that is. I need to go back onto this gap. This one. Gaggle of cars. Look at this. Around Parabolica they go.
Side by side. But he has the slipstream actually as well.
James Andrews and Toby Long in the background side by side as well. We're going to watch it down into turn 1 with Daniel Fox in front. Who breaks latest? Toby Long's looking on the inside as well. Oh! They're almost stopping. There was a... There's a contact as well
between
there is
a crash. Oh.
We're going to... I think we just caught it in the background. We're going to go back and watch it. I believe everyone checked up into turn 1. Oh!
They did.
A couple of cars involved here.
And I think Toby Long picked up quite a few damage and lost quite a few positions, I would say, as well.
He's lost a lot there. James Andrews and Langevin. There's been an incident here as well.
Oh!
There's crash. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh.
And it's not turn 1.
There was a lot of cars crashed there. I'm sorry
I think James just...
And in the background, they all come piling. Oh, that's a terrible rejoin, if I say so myself. Terrible rejoin. I think that was Langevin on the rejoin. That's that might be one for the stewards. I assume that will be one for the stewards. We've got Linham on the back of. It says Aaron Fiedler. That looks like the Spotify car of Toby Long. I believe the game's having an issue with all these crashes. It doesn't know who's where and what's who.
It cannot keep up. They're side by side into a scurry. Jesus Christ. I don't think this is the smart. Oh, and we have someone...
let's fail games. Doing the best Bottas impression of the evening so far. They're side by side, Peter Parnell. This is the inside Parabolica. Trying to get
one of them is a pro GT3 driver as well.
We are going to go on to Deep Cuts, who has a GT3, I believe, between him and Parnell in second. That is a GT3, isn't it? Yeah, it is a GT3, okay. Gonna see if Parnell can close it up into turn 1. Look at Deep Cuts, trying to get in the slipstream.
Oh, I think we had another turn 1 incident, actually, between Aaron Fiedler and Linham.
Oh, there's more contact.
It's not as big as the previous one, though.
I think everything's starting to calm down. It never does in Monza.
If you look on the top 4, they're separated by less than a second.
We're gonna go back to Schrott, our race leader, for the minute.
He just overtook Robin Moe, so I don't know. Iceman is also at the back of his engine. Oh, he has a big slide out of a scurry.
This is the lead pack.
There's a lot of things happening. We need multiple
Stockman.
cameras.
We do.
Is he going to that? No.
I need 12 monitors, Prime.
12 monitors?
Yeah, I need them all. Build me a battle station. Azalea's looking for a move as well. It's a Porsche. Has it got the power? Bit of connection, I believe, looking here. Bach is defending the inside. Defended successfully.
That's a nice.
Stockman's looking into turn 1 and has gone, nope, I'm good, thanks. We've got Fiedlack and Parnell side by side across the start line. Got a driver in the pits, Linham, who's currently in the top 3 for Pro, as pitted. Is that damage or is that a quit? Looking down the gaps, we've got a yellow who killed Kenny this time.
I think he rage quit it or something.
Oh, yeah, we're going to watch 15 seconds of this. I think he's, I think he fell through the map, maybe, connection?
You're not sure what happened.
Gonna go to the lead of a GT4 still. It's close. There is currently a 3.5 second back. Fail Games is still going because he is yellow, so I don't know where he was parked up, but
he didn't manage to brake correctly for the chicane, but he's still running.
Deep Cuts is under pressure. We've got Stockman still on the back of Mertens.
Kind of hard for him to overtake, actually.
Howdy Power, look at that. Well, actually, that might have been their teammate, so that might have been after you, my son. You've got the power, I've got none, I'll take your slipstream. And I do believe that's what that was. We've got
Yep.
Just trying to find some gaps here. We've got Langevin looking at Aaron Fiedlack. Oh, okay, we'll go to this camera. Now, he's been involved in a couple of incidents, Langevin, already, and I wouldn't be surprised for quite a big penalty for that unsafe rejoin, causing a lot of carnage in Tuscari. We've got Daniel Scott as well on the back of these two. That slipstream might not be working. We've got Porsche on Porsche. Scott sends it, he's there.
Oh,
Rubbin is racing. They're both kind of alive. Oh, a bit more contact. Toby Long is in the pits.
what happened to him?
I have no idea. That might just be collective damage. He's been involved in a couple of bings and bangs, hasn't he? Kenny is also in the pits. It's not a good start for the Aston Martin drivers. Kenny is changing tyres as we speak. We've got a yellow for Mertens.
Games gets quite a few positions as well.
What happened to Mertens? We need to know. Oh, that's going to be a considerable amount of damage.
Unfortunately for him. Langevin is a 10th behind Aaron Fiedlack. Let's see what he can do. Coming up to Ascari.
Oh, slight wiggle as well. We're going to watch go back to Langevin as he's thinking about sending it.
What do you mean? It's the Barak and...
Oh, he's been involved in lots of incidents already.
There is a lot of things happening at the same time.
So much.
If you want, you can... Yeah. Iceman goes to P3.
We are going to watch that overtake. I just missed it as we switched.
It was a long overtake to be fair,
Very
side by
long
side.
overtake. So Mertens in the pits after that crash. We've got Kenny is still in the pits.
What happened to... Oh, never mind.
Linham is back on track, so he didn't quit. He is...
Well, Games is into the pits. Maybe he has some damage.
Got a bit of GT4 on GT4 here. I don't know why it's saying that. Oh, that must be a very damaged GT3 in front of him. Gottlieb is That is Gottlieb. That looks like he has almost needs to get the duct tape out to put that bonnet down by the looks of it. Look, that looks like considerable front end damage.
That car doesn't look great. Meanwhile, he started from the pits, so he should have had a kind of a clean race, but
So the gaps have started to open up. Robin Moe is currently 2 seconds behind the leader of Schrott. We've got Mr. President, who is getting currently bullied by the Porsche again. Or Zalia. That is currently the closest gap on track, actually. So we're going to stay with this. I don't think the Porsche can be able to do anything in the straights, to be honest. Going to try and be the last of the late breakers, but I think even that's a bit too keen.
I think it should be sent a message.
Got Hurtle.
Who is on the back of? Oh, that is deep cuts.
Toby Long sped into the pits and had a stop go 30, so
that is not good for him.
That's unfortunately pretty much race over. We've got Bingus McBongus and Usaisen side by side. Usaisen takes it. We've got Kenny around again. Just hello there. We can just about see him in the background.
Oh, I think he teleported.
And I believe Kenny is
meanwhile,
left the server.
Bongus is side by side with Cookie. Oh, and Cookie breaks a little bit. Seems like that camera can break a little bit later.
Ridiculously quick as well. Well, you remember the Chevy can slam on the brakes. Muscle was doing some Irish tap dancing after driving that for 2.5 hours yesterday. It is something, I'll tell you that. It is very difficult to drive. We've got Daniel Scott is around. Oh, I can hear cars. We're going to go back and watch this, I'm afraid. I think it is just a spin into a Ascari. Did he hit one of the sausages? He hit all the sausages. Too many sausages. James Andrews is round. We're gonna.
Meanwhile, Deep Cuts
he's
is
still
kinda
round.
catching Gottlieb. Oh, what is going on?
We're gonna go back. That looked like I thought he was ordering a driver. Ascari takes another victim.
And just in the middle of the corner, that is very dangerous as well.
Azalea nearly had a nose in then for the inside. He doesn't. He is not clear. Oh, okay. That was the silver replay. He tried. We've got Langevin on Fiedelack.
Langevin, he should be able to. Oh, they're side by side, and I think Fiedelack has the better top speed. By the looks of it.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe all that damage is taking its toll because that Audi is pulling away.
Yeah, Fiedler has the better top speed.
GT4, Herta was starting to slowly drop off of Deep Cuts now. Deep Cuts is starting to take the lead up. We've got Anksman in third, pretty much in no man's land, I'm afraid. He's 6 seconds behind with a 2-second gap to Bingus McBongus, and there's a three-way fight here. Well, it said there was a three-way fight. That doesn't look like a three-way fight to me. This is apparently the three-way fight. I don't get that. That is broken.
That is indeed broken. Which...
You see it? It was like they were all upside each other.
I don't get it, but never mind.
It.
Oh, that was very close.
That was very close. We're gonna watch. Oh, wrong one. We'll go
NVIDIA?
We're
going to watch
push
NVIDIA.
me,
Okay.
push me.
We are not sponsored by NVIDIA, unfortunately. Oh, we have a yellow flags.
Who done
it?
it?
Was for Sebastian Fiedler. Did he die in a study or something else?
I can't find him.
He's in P4 or P11 overall. I think something happened to him in Ascari.
He's pitting. He must have major damage. He's taking his pit stop now.
He's very unlucky
What?
this race, actually.
So Langevin got past Feedlack, so I don't know if Aaron Feedlack is running damage or if that was a pass or not, but we'll have to do. The Schwartz. It says he's on the back of James.
James Andrews at the back of Ellie Schwartz.
It's telling me there's 5 seconds between them.
To be fair, for me it's the same, but it actually.
Oh, there we go. It fixed.
I don't really know what is happening.
This battle is still going on.
I think the system that we have just puts out random numbers. Is it a random number generator, the same software that Ferrari uses for their strategies? We will never know.
This is again another team member for Randall Racing. There's at least 3 cars from the same team in this race.
President also is trying to keep that P3. It's very hard for him, actually.
It's going to be a race-long battle, I think, at this rate. Oh, flashy, flashy, flashy. GT4 isn't happening to Robin Moat. We're going to go back and watch why.
What did he do? Oh, we see what did he do. Oh.
No comment, Your Honour.
He may get investigated. Oh, who is that?
Oh, that is Robin Moe still. Everyone's flashy, flashy. And that is why I love endurance racing, because now P2, P3 and P4 are all in frame. The gaps have been reduced due to GT4 traffic as we start to lap them. And now, Mr. President, Barack could have a run on Robin Moe here. You'd expect VTEC power to... Oh, there's lag. There's lag. Someone's got connection issues there. I think that's a code brown for Mr. President, and he jinked all the way to the right. I think we will stick with this battle. Robin Moe is increasing the gap again. Mr. President's heart rate is currently too high to drive through Ascari.
He pressed on the wrong button, which gave him more power suddenly, which he didn't expect from that Mercedes. But probably that will put him in danger from behind.
But Langevin on the back of Parnell now. Langevin's had a very eventful race already.
And where is Sebastian Fiedler? He's just at the back of the GT Force as well.
Has he fallen all the way behind? Did he
Yes,
he
pitted.
pitted.
He pitted.
Yeah, Bonning
and I think he pitted for damage, so...
Okay, Bonning is not round. We got this... Again, I'm not... Okay, now it updates. It's V's. Okay, it's broken. Gottlieb is in the pits. Deep Cut's lost the lead somehow. We missed it. Apologies for that.
We need to know. Oh no, but he got a nice run.
Hell of a run into, I believe, is the... Not the Degners, the other one. Lesmos. There we go.
The Degners, but okay.
Degners is like yesterday. Langevin is still battling Parnell.
At least we didn't miss this leader change between GT4s, so...
I got it, I did something right.
Meanwhile, Langevin is coming up to the chicane on turn 3 and 4. Is he going to send it? No. Oh! President is again on the back of...
Oh, he's looking to send it. I think there's too much damage on that BMW. As soon as he pulls out, he loses speed. We're going to watch at this. There's cars everywhere. There's GT4s. There's GT3s. Mr. President does not want to get caught out. Robin Moe got slowed down again. There's, I believe, minor contact. A squirrely Mercedes slowed down the Porsche. That helps Robin Moe. The Porsche is squirreling. He's got not in control. Save it.
And I save more of them. I think Robin could be playing games.
I think he's a bit tired, bless him. A bit tired. So we will quickly look at GT4 because this is 1, 2 and 3 in GT4. Less than a second between them. We're going to stay here for a minute. We're going to have a lap with the GT4 leaders. Okay, that wasn't a GT4, sorry.
Meanwhile,
that told me that was a GT4.
Langevin managed to overtake Parnell.
He's got a long gap up for the ninth though. It's 18 seconds. We're going to go on to this battle still. This is still a battle for second, third and fourth of Pro Class. As they go round that corner, the second Lesmo. Yes. That was right then. It looks like the gaps are starting to increase now, which will give us a bit of time to breathe, I think, Ryan. My clicking finger is aching.
I don't think that is the case because between P2 and P5 and P4 it's quite a good battle still. So
I believe that is GT4 leaders these GT3s are passing. This might help deep cuts. It might not help deep cuts if he's forced around there.
Not help deep cuts because I think he lost.
James Andrews in the pits.
Oh, yellow flags
Alicia,
for Jacob.
What's happened? I'm sorry, we're gonna watch it.
Oh, did he get punted?
Oh, he's been punted. And I was. Oh, who was that? I'm trying to click on them to see who it was. Can't quite tell because there's a couple of cars that look exactly like that. Lost a position or two there. I wouldn't be surprised if that's a ticket. Daniel Scott has entered the pits. Yellow flag for Ansman. Oh, you can't park there, sir. We're gonna go back and watch this as well. Apologies. We've got bingers and bongers in the background. Everyone's checking up. Oh, there's contact. Oh, there's more contact.
And another one. And another one.
And it looked like Muscle was slowing to wait there. Can't confirm it, but.
Meanwhile, Robin Moore and Iceman. I think Iceman, I believe he completed the overtake after the second last one.
He has. Oh, it's still going. This is still going.
But he's at least in front of him. Let's see Ascari.
Don't hit the sausages, don't hit the sausages. Robin hit the sausages! I told you not to hit the sausages! Robin! I said don't hit the sausages. But Jacob Alicia onto the back, slowly catching up to Daniel Fox. We've got Robin who's trying to recover. Dropping positions, left, right and centre. Does he have any damage? Slow car ahead. That's an insult to Robin. And Robin Moore is currently in 7th. He has dropped a number of positions there. And that looked like a self-inflicted mistake. And it's looking like that is a GT3 in front of Linham, which I do believe was the car that had contact maybe with Jacob earlier on. And here they come, as we talk about it. Into turn 1, GT4s, GT3s. Trying to slot in. Hurtle's trying to turn in. Jacob's trying to turn in. Robin's behind. He's not going to be happy either.
I think Jacob turned into the.
I'm not too sure about that.
KTM.
I would say he was alongside. That'll be up to the stewards. We've got a couple of pitters now. We've got fail games in the pits again. Parnell was pitted. This will be pit stop territory for these drivers. And now, because of that fighting and the GT3's passing, Hurtle has lost a lot of time.
Yeah,
a lot of time to deep cuts.
He got quite punted by, I believe, Jaker. It was, unfortunately.
We've got Robin
But that
Moore.
doesn't mean the race is over for Mr. Hurtle, so.
Not even halfway through yet. One little wiggle, one little curb hit from deep cuts, and he's right there or well ahead.
Yep.
Oh! Jacob didn't want any of that. He's like, there you go, Robin. You can take that. Now, Jake, he's hoping to follow him past, I believe, Daniel Fox at this rate.
Meanwhile, Mr. Schrott is just cruising 13 seconds in front of
He's chilling.
Mr. President.
He's
So
chilling. We're going to stay. Cookie's looking. He's not quite there.
is he looking?
He's checking. Question. Oh, yeah. No F1 spoilers. Put that in my head. No F1 spoilers. Right, I'm good.
One of the biggest spoilers that you can give is someone getting his 10th World Championship, maybe.
10th World Championship. If I said that's a bit of a cheeky one, I think you, sir, will have to at least lose that gap. I can see Bongus clicking the raise the ticket button already. Nope, he's letting him go through. Fair play. Very respectful drivers. We've got another couple of drivers in the pits. We've got Schwartz in the pits. We've got Anksman in the pits.
Wait, so we should be seeing drivers.
We've got Linham trying to regain some composure after starting this race high up and currently in 17th. Schwartz in the pits. I might have just said that. If I did, I'm sorry.
No problem.
You good for 1 minute?
Yes.
Literally 1 minute. I will leave it on Helicam. We will stick to this battle as it's roughly the closest at the minute. Actually, we'll go on to this. I'll be back in 1 sec.
Daniel Fox seems to be quite good in front of the AM driver, so let's see what he can do. Fortunately, Sebastian Fiedler was supposed to be there, but he didn't have quite the luck in the race, unfortunately for him. Robin is looking to overtake. Oh, he managed to complete the overtake. Sorry. And someone cutting turn one. Not sure who that was. Jaker is also looking to overtake the AM driver because from behind. Not sure who is from behind.
Have no fear, I'm back.
Wait, who is behind Jaker?
Zerlin, quite a distance.
No, but like currently on track, is that Schrott in the Mercedes?
Already? No, he's just going around Parabolica.
Who is that then?
I'm not sure. It must be a
Or
lap
Sebastian? Oh, it's a Sebastian Fiedler.
Yeah, we've got Bonning in the pits, apparently. Although the leaderboard isn't showing it on your end, I'm afraid. So we're going to have a nearly just over half-time rundown. We've got Schott, which is just which is basically 14 seconds ahead. He's just chilling.
Yeah.
He's just chilling. Time trial now. Get to the end. Job done. Last lap. 148.1 purple. He's not chilling. He's sending it. More drivers in the pits. We've got Fox. Alicia follows him in, trying to get the jump out of the pits. We might actually. We're going to go to that because this could be a potential. We're going to watch it from Fox's, and we're going to go rear view. There's a battle of the pit stops here. We've got Zerlin entering the pits behind, as you see. Deep cuts for GT4 race leader has entered the pits. Hurtle's followed him in. Will Bingus McBongus And Oosthuizen's pitted. The biggest Bongo's come around again. We are going to stay with this to see, do they fix damage? Do they not? Valambo's dropping. Valambo, Alicia has taken it. Taken it in the pit. See you later, son. I ain't fixing my damage. Got a lot of the GT4 drivers in the pits now. We're going to watch again the same again. We're going to go from the leader. Look at this. Who gets out?
Nice rear wing.
Who gets out first? Hurtle's up. And
Oh, that would be very close.
I think that's like we're going to see.
There's side. Oh my god, that is very close.
This is for the lead of GT4. And I think Deep Cuts was looking like he was going to give it up, but he didn't. And he's put his foot down first. Oh,
that was very close. Oh, hopefully we don't see.
I love it. Absolutely love it. I think that might have...
I think we got drive-through for Jacob Alicia.
No, he must have minorly sped in the pits. All that effort, all
and
that
Bonning
work.
stop and go 30 seconds as well.
Oh,
my
that's
god.
the speeding in the pits as well. Jacob must have only just sped because I think there's like a 5 to 10 kilometre limit and then you get upgraded. So that must have been very close. Either that or he's got a track cut into turn 1 on cold tyres.
It could be that as well.
We've got Van Goove in the pit. Schrott has pitted, which means we have a current provisional leader, Leah Azeda, with a Rapax racing team. We've got Aaron Felix going across the line. He is now provisionally P3 due to pit stops. Biggest Bongus is in the pits. We've got Gottlieb round. I'm sorry, Gottlieb. We're going to watch. Just while we wait for Biggest Bongus' pit stop.
I think he took too much grip. Oh. That's very unfortunate for him.
That is Bingus McBongus.
Meanwhile, we have Sebastian Fiedler and Parnell fighting for a position actually as well.
I'm afraid we're gonna stay with this. I need to know if Bongus comes out in front of Oosthuizen or not. We've got Langevin in the pits. Bonning in the pits. Drivers serving their penalties. Bongus has been stood there for a long time. He's leaving.
I think that's...
Where is Cookie? Cookie is coming around Parabolica. GT3 traffic all around.
Bongus should be okay.
Just about to leave the pits. Oosthuizen is there with him. We're going to see him any second.
We need to know.
Oh, I've ruined it. I've ruined it. And I believe, did Cookie get through? No. There they are. There he is.
No.
Into turn 1. That's not the lead, but actually, I think that is the lead of GT4. What happened to Deep Cuts?
No, I don't think that is the lead. It's Herto and...
Okay, it's broken. Never mind. Never mind.
You're using the Ferrari software? Or
oh
what?
yes, oh yes. I'm using Ferrari official software. And Bingus has had cold tyres. He decided to skip a Scari. Not a Scari.
That means Cookie gets that position done. We have yellow flags for Daniel Fox.
Fox is round.
Probably he...
That is totally long behind him. He's got a wiggle on there. Oh, that's snap oversteer and overcorrection, and that is a lot of damage, and that hurts. That really hurts.
Meanwhile, Aaron Fiedler, who hasn't pitted yet, it's P2.
Another front runner of the top go. Alicia speeding in the pits. He was right on the back of Mr. President. He's currently in front of Mr. President.
And also, she managed to get in front of Mr. President as well. But now, with that stop and go 38, it's pretty much...
Going to drop back to around 7th. If no more than that, you're going to lose about a minute. Fox is re-pitted. Fox is had to pit again due to damage. Robin Moe is in the pits. We're going to stay on with Schrott until he comes round just to see. Oh, it's you, actually, with the lead. It's, oh! I believe that's Sebastian Fiedelack in front. Or is that... Ah, that's Aaron Fiedelack in front, who hasn't pitted.
Fiddler, actually. Well, probably he's going to pit this lap. Being overtaken by the
There we go.
net leader.
He's let the leader go.
Yeah, I think that is the smartest choice.
Is he going to pit?
Is he going to pit?
He's
And
no,
I think
he is.
He is.
As we watch. And Fiedelack enter the pits. Robin Morris.
Hopefully he didn't spin. What is he doing? I think he may have sped into the pit lane.
I'm not sure.
But he definitely lost quite a few seconds.
He might have not have had a pit stop set up.
Oh, that's not good.
We're going to go back on to Sebastian Fiedelack versus James Andrews. This is by far
P3 as well.
the closest. So that will knock. Hold up. We're going to quickly look here. Yeah, Robin Moe has lost. So how come? Okay, it's just updating. Apologies for all this. This president is currently going to be in P2 with Robin Moe behind him. I'm going to go. Okay, it's all bugging. I apologise. We're going to come back to this battle. Langevin is round as well. Oh.
So was Curry.
He's moving again. I've watched enough of your misfortunes tonight. I won't. And it's all seems to have opened up now, crime.
Yep. Well, it's about time. We're 20 minutes from the end of the race. So meanwhile, Bongus is 6th behind Cookie.
There's been action all around here, isn't there? It's been non-stop. We've had punts, we've had passes, and we've had parties, I think.
And Langevin and Ellie Schwartz are fighting for a position. Oh, into turn one. That's very close. But Schwartz gets the position. Or defends the position. Actually. Meanwhile, Aaron Fiedelack managed to get in front of James Andrews. So it's Fiedelack, Andrews and Fiedelack fighting for P3 in the AM standings. Or AM finishers, I should say.
Azalea is currently serving her penalty, I think you said it was. Which was good to see.
Yes.
Good to see some female sim racing. I know it's a growing community, especially since COVID. Sorry, the cough thing happened. There seems to have been, especially a lot more female sim racers noticed, which is always good.
Always good to see. Meanwhile, James Andrews is at the back of Aaron Fiedelack. Let's see, coming up to Parabolica.
Azalea is dropping down, currently P5. Still in the pits. Any more positions going to be lost. Now this is the battle to watch right now. We've got 11th, 12th and 13th. We've got son, friend and dad in this picture for two Fiedlacks. Mr. Andrews. Oh, there's a slow car there. I'm not, yeah, that's Azalea leaving after the penalty, I believe. And I think, yeah, he's just going to have to let them go. That's unfortunate for Aaron there. Got a bit spooked, I think, and
He was distracted, definitely.
definitely not his first code brown of the evening. Now, we're going to have a quick rundown, actually. We've got Schrott, which is he's actually lost some time. The gap is 12 seconds now.
He must have lost a second.
Yeah. Oh no.
Anyways.
to Mr. President in second. We've got Stockman out of nowhere, I think, into P3. About to overtake Anksman, I believe that is.
Oh, I think you should get back to Sebastian Fiedelack and James Andrews. Sebastian got a better exit after the second Lesmo, but the top speed is not. Oh. Yeah, I don't think going side by side into Sky is the best thing to do.
No. I've learnt that just from watching tonight.
Ooh, he has a little wiggle, actually.
Bit of a wiggle on.
Which... Wiggle, wiggle.
Well, I think we're going to stay with this.
Turning into a nice battle as well. Sebastian is really trying to get these positions up, but I don't think it will be possible for him to challenge
Oh.
P2 and P1.
The camera's a bit drunk. Oh, there we go. Switch back, switch back. We are going to stay with this. Sebastian Fiedler has had a great start so far to the season. He's currently leading. I'm not sure if he will still be leading after this race. We'll have to wait and find out next for 2 weeks' time. Now it's probably looking at the gaps. Now is a good time to shill. So if next Sunday at I believe 7:30 GMT to 8 o'clock GMT, but roughly starting around them times, we'll have race 4 of season, race 4 of Formula Pals, I think it is, isn't it?
I think so.
The race 4 of Formula Pals, which is for basically the homebrew for Formula Racing for Racing Pals at Road America. So we'll be live. Well, I won't be live. I'll be trying to wrestle the car around Road America. But Deep Cuts, as we'll switch to him, we'll give it a second here. Beadlack's definitely looking a lot more confident for Ascari. I know Andrew's had a couple of issues there, and I wouldn't be surprised if he just knocked it back a few. But then look at the Aston go. See you later. So
and yeah, James is also trying to get a few points from Sebastian in the driver's time because they're P1 and P2.
Sure. Oh, he sent it.
What happened there?
That was a send. I think James Andrew just made a mistake under braking. Braked too late and couldn't turn. Carrying too much speed.
As I say, he needs to defend and maybe get some points.
Defending like Bottas. So we are going to switch over quickly to Deep Cuts, who has a 2.4 second lead to Hurtle in P2. And then we have Bingus McBongus in P3 for GT4. And to be fair, along with Cookie, they're separated by 12 seconds, and then there's another 20-second gap all the way back. A lot of these drivers are just hot lapping right now. There's no one around them, so we are going to go back to Andrews and Fiedlack. This is by far.
Also, Aaron Fiedlack is trying to overtake James as well.
This is by far the closest any three cars are on track right now. I'm keeping an eye on the GT4 of Anxman is slowly closing up to Joel. Cookie has had an off. I believe that he's just skipped the chicane on turn 1, and it looks like he gained a lot of time there, which is very sus.
He's trying to cheat.
Very sus. I wouldn't be surprised if Muscle evaluates that after the race, and if he has gained an advantage, that would be a ticket. I'm not exactly 100% sure what the gap was.
Yeah, Fair Games is trying to overtake. Oh no, he's coming up to a GT4. Never mind. But Axman is 8 tenths behind Joe, so maybe he'll try to overtake him.
There's not really much going on the track. We've probably got.
We need more action, come on!
Choplin getting overtaken by GT3s. Oh, that was close. I think that was Azalea looking at their car.
To Robin again, he fell back behind Stockman. Wasn't he supposed to be P3?
I have no idea, I've forgotten. I just see her clicking buttons, mate. Yeah, he's Stockman.
Professional streamers.
Thank you.
Meanwhile, Aaron Fiedlack is less than a second behind James Andrews.
James Andrews just suffered the last few laps, wasn't he?
Yep.
He's starting to lose time to the two drivers around him. He's lost the gap between. Sebastian Fiedlach is now 2 seconds, and he's got the dad's gone through and the son's on the way. As they come up to traffic. I don't want that camera. That one will do. Yum. Yum yum. Go to helicam. Okay, I thought you'd be the other way around.
Oh, is that a GT4?
Goblom is panicking.
Oh.
I think
Aaron had a little wiggle.
I think Mr. James Andrews is doing the I don't care anymore, I'm sending it challenge.
A nice challenge to that actually as well.
We've got a yellow, Choblong. Oh, and that. Oh, it's a disconnect. Oh no, Choblong. It's a disconnect. You've parked it in the ground. Oh. I remember. Oh no. I remember this from Zandvoort. We had Choblong had the same issue. Disconnected and ended up half and half in the track down the main straight, and that is very unfortunate.
Meanwhile, Mertens and Zerlin.
Oh, it's looking like it's Zerlin and Scott apparently. This is for the lead. The lead of okay, wait, yeah, the lead of Am. This will be. Wait, what?
No. It's Zerlin who gave the position to Martins.
To Mertens?
He slowed down massively. Yeah. If you go back around 40 seconds.
I will take your word for it.
Oh, it should be, well, it's more than 40 seconds now.
Yeah, I don't really want to watch 10%. Oh, Eli Schwartz is in the pits.
Again?
Not put enough fuel in.
What happened?
It's either a meatball or fuel. We've got Bonning in the pits and GT4s as well. Drivers made errors today. So Mertens has got past even. Okay, this is weird. Because that is GT. Yeah, this is the battle we're trying to watch, I believe. Little Porsche family, and this is for position. No, it's not. Because that's a GT4. That's a GT4.
I think the we have.
We need to watch. Oh, he did a sausage in the Scary. Fair play to keeping out of the wall.
I think that Ferrari problem that you have.
I've got a major Ferrari problem. We've got Langevin again.
Oh.
He's only just left the pits, hasn't he?
We have showed. Oh
no!
Oh, wow. To be fair, quite. He escaped the wall, so fair play to him.
Had a lot of issues there tonight, though, if I remember rightly in Parabolica.
Maybe.
We've still got Anxman on the back of Joel, which you can see the Porsche in the foreground. That is for position. Jacob Alasia giving a little flashy. Hello, I'm a GT3. Nice to meet you. This is infuriating. As a GT4 driver, this is infuriating. You start catching up to a car in front, then you get held up by GT3s. It's just the way it goes, though, endurance racing, isn't it? It's what makes it interesting and fun. As another GT3 goes past. And again, as you can see, that's now opened up the gap to 1.2 seconds. So he lost 3 or 4 tenths, or 5 tenths, and still losing due to traffic. I think with 8 minutes left, we're going to go through our leaders again, and the gap has slightly increased now. It's nearly 14 seconds. So Mr. President must have had an issue this lap to lose, well, he's lost over half a second, really. As I say that.
Doesn't matter.
No, I think he's got it in the bag. As I say that, there is Mr. President. We've got Stockman again, another 11 seconds behind that. These top three are, there's what, 20 odd seconds between them. And then we've got Robin Moe.
Mr. Cookie is like second behind Bungus. Is it because of that little cut he did?
We'll have to see.
Or just pure pace?
I'm fairly certain before he skipped turn 1, I think it was about a 2-second gap, so that will be one to look in for. I'm sure Muscle will analyse that.
He's going to check. I think he's going to look.
Oh, there's been something's happened here. I'm not
What happened between Shaker and...
I'm not sure what. Must be, does Ascari catch another victim? Oh, it does.
Oh.
It does. Well done though. Good job on keeping that one out of the wall there. We are going to switch to Cookie. This is for the final podium position of GT4. We're going to have a little gander like this.
A big rear wing. GT3 approaching. We just passed Cookie.
I believe that might be Gottlieb in the Lexus. That's not a Lexus, I don't
he
think.
sends it. Oh.
And that,
never mind.
And that was Gottlieb, and now Cookie is right on the back.
And has a nice run towards the chicane.
Muscle.
But there is a GT3 behind him.
Bongus isn't going to be
Toby
happy about that. That is Toby Long. And Toby Long is currently in... Where is Toby Long?
Toby Long almost.
17th place, which I believe is the third to last, unfortunately. He had a good qualifying as well.
Is Cookie going to send it into Lesmo 1? I think he did.
Muscle is going to be fuming right now.
I think so.
Fuming. GT3's down the inside. There's not contact, there nearly is. He's flashing, he's not happy.
He's definitely not happy.
There was issues with GT3s yesterday, and I think he's just venting his opinion there as well. We're going to quickly switch. I shouldn't have moved. There was a yellow. I missed it. I'm so sorry. I switched as I went away. We're going to watch it, and that has, I believe.
Oh, Cookie forgot to brake.
That's
very unfortunate for
self-inflicted,
Cookie.
I'm afraid. And that does put Muscle back into P3. Where Schroblom's in the pits.
Angstman is 5 tenths behind Joe. And it's a fight for P5.
Oh, sorry. GT3. 4.
5.
GT5. He's been slowly catching. I've been watching the gap. It's been about a second for the last 10-15 minutes.
Yeah, but...
This must be due to GT3s.
Yeah, he has lost quite a few laps, or maybe he's fuel saving, you never know.
Apologies for the pit bug as we go down here and the cameras jig around. It's because there's a driver in the pit and the race control goes, you want me to look where? Now I do believe this is for second to last place, but you don't think of it like that when you're racing. You see the car in front and that's your next target. A
position that will get points, so it really doesn't matter.
Exactly, especially with how the scoring works and the few GT4s there are. These could be crucial at the end of the series. This one overtake could cost you, could win you and lose you, you know?
Oh.
And that is a GT3.
GT3 behind is looking to create some late drama in the last couple of laps of that race.
Fiedlak dropped back 6 seconds behind Andrews. I thought he overtook. He must have had an issue?
No,
he's lost a lot of time. He's lost a lot of time. Oh, that is why we're watching him, yeah. Here's the other Fiedlak. I'm going to go back to this. We've got Aaron Fiedlak trying to squeeze through at the same time as Ankman trying to go for an overtake. Down onto Ascari. Cameras, thank you camera for being buggy. There we go.
he going to have a look
He's got the run by
out
the
of
looks of that.
Parabolica? I think he should wait out of Parabolica on the long straight.
We've got Fox in the background as well. He wants to lap these two. Is he going to dive? He's looking for it. There's Fox. Around the outside. Technically just on track.
2 more laps left actually.
This is flown by.
It's just a lot of action.
Can we do another
So-
hour? Just send them back out?
We need to have a red flag and reset the pace.
Yeah. Where's Michael Massey when you need him? We are going to stay with this, as this is by far the closest thing happening on track right
the
now.
leader is behind, I believe, as we can see in the shot. That fight.
So
So yeah, if,
that is the
at the back
leader.
that is the leader.
I think actually, due to the lack of time we have put onto them, we might watch the leader's final lap. We've got Gottlieb on the back of Toby Long at the minute, 8
Oh, he
10.
has one more lap. He has one more lap actually.
Yeah. Next lap will be last lap. With just under 1 minute 30 on the clock. Anxman is trying, he's trying. Gets closer and closer and closer, and a GT3 appears, and the gap opens up again. We are gonna go to Gottlieb. He's looking to attack Toby Long. There's a yellow. Van Goover's around, and we can hear that. That must be into turn 1. Oh, slight contact for deep cuts. So we are going to quickly. We've got Schrott, who's going to comfortably take the win here. The GT3 Pro.
He's starting his final lap, and we have yellow flags.
As I show Scott, who is the AM, who just skipped the chicane. And Deep Cuts is currently looking, especially now with a 7-second gap, so that's really opened up since the pit stop, considering they were side by side.
Yeah.
Linham, there is a battle here. This is for P7.
Yeah.
We're going to stay with this.
He managed to get.
Stay with us for just a second. That's not the car he's looking for. It's the one in front. Porsche sends it through Ascari. Has to lose a lot of speed because of it. Hits the sausages. The Aston's looking at it. The Aston pulls alongside.
It's very fast. They're coming up to start the final lap actually.
We are going to switch to the leader very soon. And he's got around the outside of Parabolica. Wow.
Oh, that's a nice overtake.
That was smooth. We are going to now switch.
The leader is coming out of Ascari.
They're still side by side. We're going to stay here for just a second. But we'll come back to this battle after we watch the leaders go through. We're now going to switch. Elysia is around. There's a yellow flag for Jacob Elysia.
Maybe he's waiting for the leader to. Yes, I believe he's waiting for the leader to. I don't know what happened to be fair. Jacob Elysia.
And that is.
Daniel. That's a win for Schrott. Comfortable win. By 16 seconds.
First race of the season. And a very comfortable win. There's Mr. President. The car on the inside coming across the line. Now I do believe the GT4 is still going. We've got yellows everywhere. Cookie's on a yellow. Cookie's ran out of fuel. He's got no fuel. He can't make it. It's all gone horribly wrong.
Oh no.
We're going to watch.
That's
I think I haven't missed one. We are going to quickly go to the AM current AM race leader as Schrott finished P1, Barrett P2, Stockman and Mo in P3 and 4. There's battles all around.
Daniel Scott comes to the last corner.
I'm afraid we are gonna switch because this battle is for 6th, 7th, 7th, 8th and 9th. We've got deep cuts crossing a line in about 20 seconds. Flashy, 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 let me go, please, I beg. That was a close battle right to the line there for these lot. And we're going to watch deep cuts come along the line to take P1 in GT4. Is Cookie's still, he's still going, so what happened there?
Not sure. He doesn't seem to.
I swore he ran out of fuel. Could he have had a technical failure? But he's still going. And he actually hasn't lost any positions on that. I believe
because the people behind were.
Cookie still hasn't finished. A lot of these drivers have finished.
Hasn't finished.
Yeah, a lot of these drivers have finished, but Cookie hasn't. He's still got across the line. These are all having a slow in lap. And Cookie's like, I'm still racing, let me go. The only car still on track. We are going to watch the Cookie, I'm afraid. I need to know what happened.
We need to know, is that Glock?
He luckily did not lose. I think that was because Joel crossed the line behind the leader, so finished. So all Cookie had to do was finish this lap to keep the podium. Imagine if you'd have run out of fuel and you lost the podium. But he does finish the line.
He's not on the podium though.
Sorry,
P4.
P4. Apologies.
No problem.
So that is that. We are gonna have a quick rundown of the top 3 from each class, if you would like to, Coy.
Sure. Mr. Trot getting that first win of the season, and probably for him as well. Barak finishing P2, and Stockman getting the last podium position overall for the pro drivers.
We are going to go watch some more donuts quickly. Gotta love donuts.
That's some nice donuts. For P1 in the AM is Daniel Scott, his first win, I believe, with Sebastian Fiedler. Not sure if he finished P2. I don't think he finished P2, but he definitely finished P3. I'm sorry for the guy who finished P2 in the AM.
Yes, I believe people are leaving, so this is probably not correct, but...
Yeah, but what is correct is Deep Cuts getting that win for the GT4 with Herto P2 and McBongus getting that final position in the GT4s.
Shoblom did finish, or was it who had the disconnect early on? Was that Shoblom? So he must have either reconnected or his internet.
I think he reconnected.
So I am just going to quickly so if you are watching the stream right now, I would like to see Schrott for an interview if possible, Daniel Scott for an interview if possible, and Deep Cuts. So if you'd like to join the interview waiting room, we can drag you in and have a chit chat. I think that will be everyone for tonight. Are you able to put that in the RP chat, please?
You mean for
winners of each? They want an interview.
We have Rod. Not.
And again, that was crazy how quick that hour went. I think we're gonna head over to this screen.
Daniel Scott who got the win, correct?
I don't know. Oh, this is the actual results, so it'll be Schrott,
I believe it.
Daniel Scott, and Deep Cuts. Yeah, this is the actual result page, so that'll be correct. And we'll have to see if anyone wants to come into the. I don't think any of them actually in the voice chat itself, so they'll have to join the server if they do. If not, we've got deep cuts. We can drag a couple of drivers in. Mr. President, maybe. We'll give them a couple of minutes to decide. That was a crazy race. I can't believe that's been an hour already. Action packed. I'm sorry about not being able to keep up with it at the start because it was just action everywhere. Every time I clicked, there was things happening behind, and it goes from not being able to keep up to gaps, doesn't it? It's just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, I'm afraid.
Yeah, but to be fair, we had a quite nice battle.
There's some really good battles in there. A couple of mistakes as well. A couple of incidents which could have been avoided, should have been avoided, which the stewards will have to work out after the race. We had a couple of mishaps, a couple of self deaths, as we'll call them.
To be fair, it's Monza, so you should expect that. So it wasn't that bad of a race actually, my opinion.
There wasn't any major Monza turn 1 deaths. We had little bits in here and there, 1 on 2 cars, but we didn't go bowling, so that's always a bonus, isn't it? It's there's
Obviously.
nothing worse than starting an hour-long race and kaboom, you know? We will give drivers just a minute or so extra to decide. It doesn't look like drivers want to come for an interview today. Shall we try and get Mr. President? Let me give him a shout. Because he had a cracker today.
We have Daniel Scott actually.
Ah, Daniel Scott. We'll drag in Daniel Scott first, as he's a race winner. Hello.
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 Whoa, I need to turn you down a little bit. Sorry, give me a second. There we go.
That was a nice win from you.
That was a tough race,
It looked
but I
it.
really enjoyed it. Yeah. The problem is, I went 1.5 psi the wrong way on pressures for my first stint, so it was difficult.
Limited then by your tyres for stint 1.
Yes. Well, in the practice races I was doing just before, I was in the 48s.
Yeah.
And now in this race, in the 49s, 50s, I don't get it, to be honest.
It was
But
quite a high temperature track. It was I think we looked
22.
at 22 was it? Okay, I thought it was higher than that. Okay.
That's why I was confused. Because I was doing 48, no problem at all. And then I don't think anyone was really doing 48 except for the leaders.
There's some ridiculous pace at the front this race. It was
Oh, insane. Yeah. But I'm looking more forward to Donington. I think that suits the Porsche a lot more.
Yeah, it was I think we see you a few times. I can't remember what I've seen, to be honest. It was so action packed. It's
I spun at Ascari.
I think we saw that
5 laps in.
Yeah.
Then I decided to go for a pit because I thought, isn't there usually a pit window for these races?
No, it's just
No.
you have to change. The only legal requirement is change your tyres.
Okay. So I decided to go pit early so I could change my tires and get the PSIs back to what they were. And after that, it seemed to go a lot better. I undercut a lot of people. But at the end, I was being caught by P6 quite quickly. So I'm glad I finished. And I also finished with about 0.3 litres of fuel. So I had to do some fuel saving as well.
That was pushing it a bit close.
Yeah. I kind of guessed. And then a few times I went into engine mode 1 just because I was a bit worried.
Yeah.
And then towards the very end, I was like, oh no, this is going to go bad. But no, I got there. I'm happy.
It's a very, very strong race considering you had the incidents at the start, and you obviously must have kept out of trouble the rest of the race and dragged your way through to the victory.
Manage to. I did have a brief moment with an unlapping car and a couple of GT4s. Don't know if you guys saw that, but that was the scariest moment in the second half.
There seemed to be loads of scary moments between groups of each. To be honest, there was 3 GT4s battling for a podium, a couple of 3 GT3s trying to all battle at the same time. It was pretty scary at times, to be honest.
Well, I'm glad you guys enjoyed it then.
It was incredible to watch. So we would like to say congratulations again, and yeah, you've already said you're looking forward to Donington, so
I am very much. Thank you very much for the congratulations. I'm looking forward to Donington. Hopefully, I can get another win. Hopefully, we'll see.
Fingers crossed, eh?
Well, hopefully I'll speak to you again next week then. In 2 weeks.
Right on, mate. Well, it's good to hear from you anyway. You take care, buddy.
You
Yeah.
too. You too. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
We've
I
got so many people in the ring. I think it's
see
only...
we have Mr. Schrott.
Yeah.
The winning. Let me drag him in.
Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations. That
Hey.
was some drive. I know didn't really have much of a challenge in the end, but to keep it clean and to keep it on track and not have any major incidents, especially when you don't have to push so hard, can be just as difficult as battling. So well done, basically. It's
Thank you.
it was your qualifying time was, by the way, was disgustingly quick.
Yeah, it was fine. I could have went a little bit faster, but
we did see that you were on for a 47 at one point. You must have made a mistake on the last lap.
yeah, I was on a 47.6, but I made some mistakes. So yeah.
Yeah, but it was still a nice race from you. And
Thank you.
Very deserving victory. I think it was, apart from the odd waiting for pit stops out of order, that was start to finish, I believe, wasn't it?
No, at the beginning I really struggled a lot with my tires, and I think Mo catched me after the start. But after 2 or 3 rounds, after I got heat in my tires, I could catch him again, and after this it was.
I remember that
dominance.
Because then Robin had a bit of a moment at Ascari, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yikes. But yeah, I just want to say congratulations again. I think it's your first race of the season, wasn't it?
No, second.
Second race. So will you be here for Donington in 2 weeks?
Yeah, I think.
That'll be good. So hopefully you'll be able to keep your win streak going.
Yeah, I doubt it, but let's see.
There was a couple of alien drivers that weren't here today, so we'll have to see if they return for the next 2 weeks. But yeah, either way, mate, taking nothing away from you, that was well done from start to finish. Because I've driven against Robin Moe, and I know he's a terror. So to be able to, in a good way, a terror, not a bad way, but to be able to stick with it and, like I said, keep your times, keep out of trouble. It was congratulations again. And yeah, I wish you the best of luck for the next race, and we'll talk to you maybe then, I guess, for another interview if you can keep it going.
we wish you luck. So.
Thank you.
Right on. Well, it was good to speak to you, and again, good luck, and we'll speak to you soon.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
I think now we will drag in the deep cuts as the lead, the other winner, if you want to do that, and then we'll.
Yep.
Hello. Bloody hell, that was some race for you, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know.
That first half, you two leaving the pits, that was something to watch.
I know, I gave it to him in the end. Well, it was weird because I lifted off to kind of give it to him, and then he kind of lifted off too. So I was like, all right, I'll go for it, and then just went ahead.
Yeah.
Which, to be honest, like he should have just gone for it because I don't know, we were about the same pace, but he couldn't keep up on the straights.
Yeah, he seemed to have a couple of issues in his second stint as well. Little bits of GT3s getting involved and just started to lose a bit of time. But taking nothing away from you, mate, that was a hell of a race start to finish. I know.
Cheers.
Very scary moments around turn 1 with GT3s coming through and all of that. We witnessed a few of them moments today. Trust me, there was there was only probably one major pile up between a lot of cars, and that was early on in the Scari. But little taps and little punts, I think. Otherwise, but
nice. Yeah, it didn't seem as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know.
Oh, it was still very busy.
At least for me. Yeah. But yeah, that's actually my first ever league win, so I'm pretty happy.
Oh wow, I didn't realise that.
And I think I got all of about 5 laps of practice in. Qualifying was my practice essentially. Because I've been practicing for Suzuka all week, haven't I?
Oh yes.
So.
Well, I suppose after driving the Maserati, anything's easy now, isn't it? So.
Yeah, I was going to say that car was in the setup that I managed to put together in about 10 minutes. It was a pretty sweet setup. It's just like intuitive, you know, just one of those you hear racing drivers talk about it a bunch, but I really felt together with the car today. It felt really good. So
it looked
and like
you looked like you had full control for sure.
Yeah. And like I underfueled for quali, so I had one less lap for quali than I actually meant to, but I think my race pace was obviously pretty decent, but I should have qualified, I think, on the front row. So but I was only a 10th behind Bonga, so
I'll tell you
off.
what, Bongus and Cookie were until the end pretty much the last few laps.
Yeah.
It was constant. It was constant.
Yeah.
Just Cookie doing it on the brakes and then the Maserati doing it on the straights. It was.
Yeah, it's funny because I obviously being in the chat, I could just hear Cookie saying like things like he brakes somewhere different every single lap, which is quite true in the Maserati.
You have to,
and just like it is the scariest car to follow at this track because you don't know when he's gonna brake.
I noticed it yesterday driving it. My braking zone is like changed for like 100 meters over the stint.
Yes,
it was crazy.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, today I think I just got like I kind of nailed the strategy. I actually had to roll back on my pit stop, like pit box entry, ever so slightly.
And you still came out. Okay, that's yeah.
I know, yeah. So I think I just got lucky, and I had good pace, and had the exact amount of fuel that I needed. So
I think
Hertel, Peter.
Yeah, he had a hell of a race. He had a couple of little mini incidents, but nothing too major.
He'd catch up. He'd always catch up to me in like the heavy braking zones. Like that little KTM is wicked on the brakes. So like turn 1, he'd be right behind me, but then by the time we get to like Ascari, I'd be like half a second behind or in front of him.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy with how it went, and that was a really fun race actually.
Oh, they looked it, and again, congratulations on your first league win. I'm surprised about that.
Cheers.
I thought you'd.
Yeah. No, I never had one before.
First of many. You've broken the Hulkenberg duck.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, we'll see. But yeah, cheers, guys. Thanks for the stream.
Oh, no worries.
Looked good from what I've seen.
Pleasure as always.
Oh yeah, cool.
Right on.
Thanks. Shout out to all the staff and shit, and all the stewards who I'm sure are going to be busy.
Probably. I think they will be pretty busy tonight. There was a few little shots. But...
Yeah. Wow, it's Monza. What do you expect?
Still a damn sight cleaner than public lobbies.
Yeah, exactly. All right, boys. Well, take it easy.
Thanks again. Take care, mate. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I think we'll drag in Mr. President to P2, so I think we'll get him in first.
Yes.
And then we'll do Stockman, and then we'll leave it at that, I think.
Yeah. Me drag in.
Mr.
Hello.
President.
Oh, hello.
Congratulations. That was a hell of a drive for P2.
Yeah, it was really tough, and best finish in RP series.
That was
one more.
One more position. That was you had a hell of a battle with that Porsche your first stint.
Yeah.
Oh,
that looked scary.
Sweating.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah,
I was
every
sweating.
braking point, I was like, I know he can brake later. Please no.
I think they made a mistake at a pit stop and got a stop go, so I think that kind of put the pressure off a little bit, especially after Robin dying.
Yeah, Robin said that he caught the curb, the big sausage curb, when I overtook him, and it just flung him into the gravel. I don't know if he hit the wall or not, but he wasn't so happy after that.
We were literally watching it, and I as they entered the Scari, I said, "Do not hit the sausage," and Robin hit the sausage.
Oh, I was like a few times near the sausage curb, and I'm like, every time I go there, every time I miss it, and now I hit it.
I think there's a magnet to it, isn't there? It just drags you towards it.
Especially if a car is in front of you, you cannot see the track.
Oh,
yeah.
No. It's scary as
like,
hell.
You think the Mercs behind is big, but the front HUD is even bigger.
Yeah, but congratulations.
Nonetheless, it was a nice race from you, so...
Yeah, it was good. I was scared at the end, like the last 5 minutes, that my internet is gonna die, but luckily it survived.
I think we only had one disconnect, and I think Shoblom came back.
Yeah, I saw him in Parabolic, and I was like, not again.
It happened in... it was Parabolica, wasn't it? I thought it was Turn 1, but yeah, it was Parabolica.
It's always... He just doesn't have luck with internet connection.
I mentioned the Zandvoort one where he was half in, half out the track down the middle. That was...
Yeah, I almost hit him at Zandvoort because I didn't see.
But I think we'll leave it at that. We've got one more interview, and
Yeah,
just
thank
wanted to
you.
say
I hope the
congratulations.
donuts for Seb's last race were on stream.
We did see a little bit. I heard them first, and then we switched to you because we heard them.
Ah,
so
okay, okay.
well, we got a few seconds of them.
Thank you. It's okay. Thank you.
All right, then,
Thank
mate.
you.
Well, take care, and we'll
Yeah.
see you in 2 weeks for Donington, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
what are your thoughts on that
See you in
track?
2 weeks.
Quick thoughts on Donington. You looking forward to that? Not looking forward to it?
I will need to get my 3 stars on that track first. To tell you anything.
So this
So
could be
similar as
interesting.
Monza.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries, mate. Take care. Speak to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye.
You too.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. All right, one more interview, Crime. Shall we drag him in?
Yes.
Hello.
Hello. Oh.
Hello. Mr. Stockman.
Can you hear us?
Hello. We'll give him a. Your microphone's muted if you're there, and if you're not, we'll call it. But if you are there, but you don't want to talk, we'll say congratulations on. I think it's P3.
Yeah,
Pro.
on that podium. I don't think he likes
I
us
don't-
or something.
I don't think he's there.
Well, I'm here.
Whoa!
I'm here.
Hello! Hello!
Oh, that scared me.
How are you doing?
All good.
That was a good race. There was a lot of battles, weren't there, in front of you? A lot of mistakes and deaths. You had some close moments yourself, and you kept it clean and finished in P3. So well done.
Yes, I didn't expect that. I was very mad to drive this car. I absolutely lost my shape driving that car. But in the end, we had nice battles, and yeah, a bit speechless because that's my second ever ACC podium in a league race.
Oh, congratulations! Then that was
Congrats.
well driven. I mean,
Thanks.
against very strong competition as well. So congratulations. We've had a lot of first timers today. We had Mr. President, that was his first ever P2, and Deep Cuts for his first ever win. So there's been a lot of first timers. So that's always good. But next race in 2 weeks is Donington. How do you feel about that one?
Oh, I didn't drive that track since 1 year, so a lot of preparations.
It doesn't
to
seem
go.
to be a well-used track, so I'm thinking it's going to be a lot of people in the same boat. So I wouldn't worry too much.
I hope I can keep it in the top 10. A good team finish with the orange cars.
Oh, are you part of the orange car group? Are you?
Excuse me?
Are you part of the big community of the?
Yes.
Oh, nice. We noticed there's a lot of very similar liveries. So, but yeah, that was. I think your team had quite a few good results. I noticed that one of them was dragging the Porsche along at one point, so that was fun to watch.
Yeah, Jan and myself were trying to do the best for the team. So in the first 5 minutes, he was a bit faster, so I let him pass, and then my times got better and better, and then he let me pass again.
It's
So-
always good to have a few teammates in a race like this, and you can strategize and.
Yes, there
work
was
together.
one situation with the sister team in the Lesmos. The BMW of Angstmann, the GT4.
Yeah.
Again, that was a battle again. The Lamborghini. Sorry for my bad English. I'm
No,
German.
that's fine. That's fine. Your English is a lot better than my German, so don't you worry.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. Yeah, we were both trying to lap the GT4. He was on the left side, so I could go to the inside line, but the Lambo was stuck, so he couldn't go to the right, and that was. I wouldn't say it was teamwork, but it was a lucky situation for me.
Yeah, I think we might have caught that on stream actually, and I mentioned that it looked like a bit of teamwork. So that was.
Well, I have to look.
Might have done. There was so much. I might just be imagining it, but I think we might have caught that on stream. But yeah, congratulations again, and I think we'll leave it there. But yeah, hopefully carry on the good result into Donington in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also hope it will be a good team result again. My first 2 races were horrible, so I had no trust in my car. There was no reliability in the setup, and yeah, today it worked good.
Starting to pay off.
Yes.
Starting to pay off for you. Well, it's good to speak to you, and again, good result, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Good man. You take care then, buddy.
Yeah, you also.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
And I think we're gonna call that there for the stream. Another cracking race. Just a quick little shill. We have Formula Pals on next Sunday, around about 7:45, 8 o'clock. Followed by Donington for race 4, commentated by me and Crime again in 2 weeks. So I hope you enjoyed the race today. It's been carnage all around, good ways and bad ways, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Yeah.